stay with me so that we can all watch this particular video together. This video is actually going to change your life, so make sure you stay with me and let's watch this particular video together.
Money is a game. I didn't come to realize it until much later. I wish I knew. Every game has winners.
Listen to what he said. Money is a game, and there is a rules for it, and there is a winners and there is also a losers, which is actually a great way of starting.
The first rule in the money game is the rule of secrecy. Pension is palliative. Nobody designed pension to make you wealthy. My lovely wife kept telling me that we were not wealthy, and I found that insulting. As a corporate guy,
even his wife told him that they were not wealthy, while this particular guy was actually earning big amount of money.
In Canada, I've been to Queen's University. In 50 years, I was the first black finance director in Canada's largest integrated logistics company.
This man is not a joke. First black. No way.
It's not academic knowledge that will make wealth for you. The body of knowledge that creates wealth is very different. If you have those things, if you are not able to form a company around it, it will enter what is called in the School of Wealth Preservation, entropy.
Welcome to Wealth on Your Terms podcast hosted by me, Toby Educative. And today we're with Dr. Wesley, who is a wealth creation and preservation consultant with over 25 years of experience. And as the group CEO of Springs Wealth Consulting, he helps high net worth professionals and families build and sustain multi-generational wealth through businesses and investments globally. So thanks for creating time, Dr. Wesley. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all we're going to learn from this. I was watching a video of yours. You're talking about the money game and how people don't realize the game of money and they don't realize that there are different players.
Let's all watch and see what is the money game.
How do we ensure we're playing the right?
So what is the money game? Can you guess it for yourself? If you can't guess it for yourself, you need to actually watch this particular video.
Game and
so money is a game, and I didn't come to realize it until much later. I wish I knew. So the first thing is, why is money a game? All the elements of a game can be found in money. For example, every game has winners and losers.
Yeah, for sure.
The same thing
for sure.
In the game of money.
Either it is football, basketball, or any game, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. That is great.
Same with money. The people who are winning big with money. Every game has rules of play. Okay? If you don't know the rule, you are not, the hope of winning is completely lost. Okay? We're Canadians. We love hockey. There's no way you can win hockey if you don't know the rules.
Right.
If you play soccer, if you don't know the rules of soccer, if you get into the 18-yard box and you pick the ball because you don't want your opponent to score, then you incur a penalty as a result of your ignorance, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing with the money game. There are rules. And if you don't know the rules, the hope of winning the game is completely lost. It's hopeless.
And that is why we are all here. We are all here to learn the money game. So we are all here to learn the money game. So let's learn it together.
Third feature why money is a game is that every game has score.
Yes.
Okay? For example, if you play soccer, right? We can keep score.
Yes.
So you know who is winning, who is not winning.
Yep.
The same thing with money game. You have scores. Okay?
So let's wait and see what is now the scores of the money game. So how is this man is actually approaching the money game and is actually winning the game. So let's watch it together.
Every game also has a time span within which you play it. Money is the same thing. You play money in 4 quarters. You enter the game when you are 25. That's when you leave school.
That's true.
That means when you are 25, that's the money game starts. And if you don't know how to play it,
and so on and so forth.
Okay.
That's when you
so
start
those are the
losing.
features. Then in every game, people cheat.
Yes.
I never believed that in every game there is cheat. Even money, when you are playing money game, there is a cheat there. So make sure you're watching.
No, I don't have to elaborate that. When it comes to money, people cheat.
Yes.
Right. But people also win legitimately in every game because they know the rules.
Yeah.
They play, by the rules, and they win big.
Yeah.
So that's why money is a game. Now, your question is, how come some people don't win the money game because they don't? Yeah, well, the first thing is that they don't understand the rules.
Yeah. So what are the rules? I was going to ask.
Okay, so there are a number of rules. Okay. The first rule.
Get ready for the rules of the money now. So if you are here for that, get ready for the rules. This man is actually going to reveal that. So get ready for that.
The money game is called the rule of secrecy.
The rule of secrecy. That's the first rule.
The rule of secrecy simply means that the rules that govern the game are kept secret.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of.
That means every rule they are keeping it secret, or everything they are keeping it secret. Let's continue.
People losers.
Yes.
So why is it kept secret? If you understand how money works, the knowledge of it is not taught in school.
Right.
You know that very well.
Yeah.
Right. It's not taught in school.
Yep.
I respect our lecture.
So that means that if we are going to school, we can't learn anything about money. So that means in school we are only learning different things. We never learn about money. So this one is actually going to school us here. So get ready to be school about money.
I love academics. I've done a little bit of schooling, but how to be wealthy is not taught in school. It's kept away. Now,
who is also shocked now? Who is also shocked that the rules of money or money making is not taught in school? So get ready and let's see what is happening next.
In the money game, that the rule of secrecy simply means that, think about it, no manufacturer will disclose their trade secret. Yeah. True or false?
Sure.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That means that every business is never going to expose their secret of marketing or the secret that they use to make money. So that's what he means.
McDonald's will not tell you their trade secrets.
Yes.
Coca-Cola will never tell you their trade secrets.
Yep.
Okay? As a matter of fact, that law of secrecy is so powerful that if you invent anything, you are allowed to keep it secret. It's called patent law.
Yes.
Do you understand it?
What is patent law? What is patent law? Let's watch from this gentleman.
So that's the first law, is that the rules are kept secret. That's why when you work in a company, my background, I'm also a certified SAP application consultant, meaning that I understand software. Yeah. I implement large software as a consultant. Now, when you work in a company, you're given a profile. The profile restricts you. So if you're in finance, all you can do is finance, not even the entire finance.
So he's trying to tell us that you don't force yourself to do everything. And when you force yourself to do everything, you can't master it. So that's what he's trying to say.
Just a portion of finance.
Right.
You will not be able to access the information in sales, in marketing, in and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So in the organization, it's kept secret.
Yes.
So it goes on and on. So if you don't understand the secret, you cannot win. That's number one rule. The second law is the law of team.
So that's the second law of money that he's actually revealing. Team, a group of people. So let's see what he's going to say about it.
Most people don't understand that money, to win money game, is a team sport. Now, you can earn high income alone. I can go to work, and I went to work for many years alone, just working alone, but I wasn't wealthy. Because I didn't know the rules.
You see, this man is trying to tell us that you can't become wealthy by working for someone. That's what he's trying to say. You can't become wealthy by working for someone. That means that you have to be your own boss. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's called the rule of, team. You cannot create wealth alone. You can only create wealth through a team. So that's why you create wealth through other people's talents, other people's skills, other people's time.
So as you are actually watching this video, make sure you click on the like button so that this particular live can actually reach a lot of people and they can also benefit from this particular video. This particular video, I find it very educative. That is why I'm also sharing it here. I was watching it and I watched it to the middle of it and I see that it is actually nice sharing it with other people. And make sure you actually click on the like button.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because you compensate them for that.
Right.
So the reason why we go to work is that we are part of the team creating wealth for our employer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong. The next thing for all the great things, I drove official car. Mm-hmm. I had, executive perks as a director, as an executive for many years, right? Mm-hmm. But what I didn't realize was that I didn't have a team creating wealth for me.
For you, yes.
So that means that if you want to make wealth, you need to get a team behind you that is going to create something that is going to be repeating itself for you. So make sure you have a team. If you're actually a business owner, make sure you have a team behind that so that the business can be able to scale. That's what he's trying to say.
I relied entirely on my paycheck where you're going to lose the game, right?
Yes.
But that has changed today. Okay? Yeah. Today, by God's grace, my family, we have teams in different countries.
I like that.
And as I, Buffett said that if you do not learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work for money until you die.
That's deep.
Right?
Yeah.
Meaning?
No way. If you don't make money while you sleep, you work for money until dead. That is massive.
If you don't know how to create teams of people who work for you while you are sleeping, then you are not going to win the game. So today we have business operation in different countries. While I'm in Canada, it's daytime in that place. While I'm sleeping, the team is working, right?
Yes.
And it's not just my own personal productivity that is bringing me wealth today. It's the productivity of all the people working in those different companies.
Yes.
They're bringing wealth.
Yes.
So that was what used to be my own situation where I was creating wealth for someone.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with creating wealth for someone, but you just need to realize that you cannot win.
That means you need to also learn from somebody, either by creating wealth for that person and later also implement it. That's what he's trying to say.
In the money game, if you don't have a team.
Right.
All right. So that's the second law. So we've talked about the law of secrecy.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more.
Okay.
And this is very crucial. It is called the law of measurement.
Oh, what's that?
Okay. The law of measurement that, remember I told you that every game keeps score.
Yes.
Okay. You see, you can't.
So let me just recap what he have actually said before we continue. He says that there is rules for money, and he mentioned three. One was actually secrecy, two was actually team, and now he's actually talking about another rule here.
Create wealth, and you can't grow wealth, you can't manage wealth if you don't measure it.
That's measurement.
So when I go to conferences, when I hold wealth bootcamp, the first thing I compel them to obey that law. I ask them to measure their net worth. Okay?
Yes.
Now, if you don't know your net worth, how will you know whether you're getting richer or poorer? That is the measure of your wealth.
That is actually great. That means you need to actually know your net worth from today's on. So measure your net worth and know how your wealth is, so that you either you're making profit or you're making loss, and you know how to adjust to it.
That's your wealth. So when you go to the bank is not interested in your certificate.
Okay? Right, yes.
They're interested in your net worth.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if you don't measure your wealth, you can't grow wealth. You can't manage wealth. Okay?
Yeah.
Think about it. And there is no size of wealth that cannot be measured. Okay? Now, the richest country in the world is the United States. How do we know that? We know the GDP. If you check, the GDP of the US in 2024 was 28 trillion.
Yeah.
And we know the second largest economy is the Chinese economy. The difference in the Chinese economy and the US economy is 10 trillion. Chinese economy is 18. Okay?
Yeah.
28, that's 18. So we know that's the gap.
Yeah.
We know the wealthiest person in the world.
Yeah.
How do we know? Because we can measure it. See,
that means this man is actually learning a lot. This man is actually learning a lot. He's not the kind of person that will just sit down and come and talk push it. So the man is actually learning a lot. So you can see the numbers that he's actually giving out here is actually accurate. So make sure you continue to watch and educate yourself.
Don't know the rule? Perhaps in your audience, majority of them may not know their net worth, so you can't win the game.
So ask yourself or comment in the comment section, do you know your net worth? If you don't know, that means you don't know the rules of money, or you don't know how the rules of money. So comment your net worth if you know this, or if you know your net worth, just comment in the comment section.
You can't, because you measure your net worth, then you suddenly realize there was a client came and we had to put this client through measuring his net worth. And he said, I went through two emotions. I said, how do you mean? He said, I was depressed and I was happy at the same time.
Wait, depressed and happy? Why? Like,
yes,
it's two conflicts.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, why were you depressed? He said, well, I realized that it's been 38 years I left school. I realized that this is the net worth. It was worth less than,
And me too, I don't know my net worth. So you watching, do you actually know your net worth? If you know your net worth, that's actually great. If you don't also know it, then you need to also try to know your net worth from today's onwards.
$250,000.
Yes,
for 38 years of leaving school.
Wow.
Then I said, okay, then explain the other emotions. Said, but my eyes are open now.
I like that.
You get it? It's like, okay, fine. This is not where I should be. Now, he was realizing that 38 years after he left school, he had never done the exercise.
Wow.
So that is one. So those are the rules of money game. The moment you start keeping the rules, your chance of winning goes up.
Yeah. Quick one. This podcast is about wealth on your terms, and for a lot of people, that includes real estate.
So the ladies also
I'm a
advertising
licensed realtor in Ontario, and I help people think strategically about how real estate fits into their overall wealth plan, whether that be buying, investing, selling, renting, or just making smarter decisions. I'm going to be there to guide you through the numbers, ensure you understand the trade-offs and opportunity costs, so you can make informed decisions with confidence. So if you're interested in real estate, check the link in the description box or show notes. And while we're at it,
this particular lady is actually like smart. You can see at the middle of the broadcast where the man is talking about the money game and just ended, the lady actually advertised his product. That is actually a digit like real estate agent. She's actually a real estate agent, and she just advertised her product on the way. That is actually a great mentality. So make sure you are taking note from this particular podcast. Take note from it.
if you're finding value from this podcast, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening
make sure you
on
also subscribe
Spotify
to the
or
channel.
Apple Podcasts, don't forget to hit the follow button and give us a 5-star review. It really goes a long way, and it ensures that we're able to put out more episodes for you, and I really appreciate it. Let's get back into the video. I know we'll get into this, but I really love to touch on the secrecy part. And what are some of the secrets that you have seen or experienced even yourself? Maybe your own journey, if we go back to when you moved to Canada and when you were working in corporate, what are things that you noticed?
All right, so one of the secrets that people don't know about wealth creation is that the things that create wealth is not about your 9-to-5 job. A 9-to-5 job will never create wealth for you. Nobody ever been wealthy on a payroll.
Wait.
Nobody.
Do you hear what he just said? Your 9-to-5 will never create wealth for you. That means if you're working for someone, you never become wealthy out of it. That means you need to also set up your own business. That's what he's actually trying to say. And be in mind that this particular man is actually in the business for long. He knows what he's saying. So take note of it.
Nobody ever gets wealthy on a payroll. Then you can ask me, what about people who are earning, the CEOs who are earning big bonuses and that? Well, excuse me, it is not that earning that is wealth. I can give you an example. Okay? Mike Tyson was earning 300 million at age 20.
Wow.
Mike Tyson. He declared he declared bankruptcy in 2003. Okay, so it's not the earning.
Yes.
The thing that creates wealth are 4 asset classes.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, 4.
I hope you guys are actually taking note. From this broadcast. This broadcast is actually educative, which You need to be taking note of it, be jotting some points down so that later on you can reference it. And maybe as you're watching the broadcast, you will be missing some things. So when you're jotting some things down, later on you can refer it or go back to it and check things out. So make sure you're actually taking some note.
Set classes. Everyone who has been wealthy or history in every country, in every economic circle, became wealthy through one of those asset classes. Okay. The first one is business. Why? Because business will, I'm not talking about mom and pop, I'm talking about a well-run business.
Okay.
It will make you to obey all the laws of wealth creation. For example, you can't run a business without measuring. I'm not talking about mom and pop.
Yeah.
I'm talking about well-run business.
Yes.
You can't run a successful business without measuring whether you are making profit or not.
Right.
You have a P&L. You have a balance sheet.
Yes.
Now, you can't run a business.
That means that every business that you're running, you need to be checking everything. Make sure either you are making profit or you're making loss. If you are making profit, improve on it and continue to make profit. If you're also making loss, make sure you check on things that is causing you to make loss and adjust to it. That's what he's trying to say here.
Alone, that's not a business.
Right.
So you see that you will obey the law of team. You get it now?
Yes.
Right? So business is one of them. Business. Okay. And then the second one is real estate.
You see what he's actually saying? Where you can actually build wealth. That's what he's actually trying to say. You can start a business to build wealth. You can become a real estate mogul, or you can start real estate and become wealthy. These are some of the things that he's actually talking about. So continue to listen and learn a lot from it.
Real estate has made more people wealthy in all of history at all times. Okay?
Yes.
Real estate. And that's my own favorite. One of,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The third one is commodities. Okay?
Yeah,
What are
commodities.
commodities? Commodities are things that are natural. Okay, we can't do without it. This is commodity. Water is commodity, right? Natural.
Which you can
right?
also
The
become
fruit
wealthy
we
by
eat,
actually
right? When we go
making
to
things
the mall, everything there is commodity.
Yeah.
Oil, commodity. So Canada, for example, our GDP, 80% of the export of Canada is commodity.
Yeah.
So our wealth is coming from commodity, right? All right. So commodity. So the fourth one is paper assets. Paper asset is all the shares, the stocks, and all that.
Network is a bit slow, and this ad is actually popping.
We've all been there, typing, deleting, retyping.
Name anyone. Warren Buffett, paper assets.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is business.
Yes.
You can go on and on.
That's true.
Bill Gates, business.
Yeah.
You can go on and on. So someone will ask, okay, what about, if you develop an app, or if you do, if you're an artist, or if I just talked about
if you're actually an app developer or artist, you need to actually listen to this part. It is actually very important. Either you are actually an app developer or artist, you need to actually watch this part very carefully and take note.
like Tyson, right?
Yes.
Now, or if you're an author, or if you have creative, that's it. If you have those things, if you are not able to form a company around it, okay?
Yeah.
It will enter what is called in the School of Wealth Preservation entropy. We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
It will dissipate. Okay?
Yes.
That is why, think about Muhammad Ali. Think about Maradona.
Yeah.
Diego Maradona. A number of them died broke.